victories, only 1 defeat. He has 14 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning Commonwealth Super Featherweight Champion, fighting out of Manchester, England, introducing Zelfa Brown Flash Barrett.
Now Foster again, the man in the middle for this one. Both been in pretty good relaxed form this week. Donovan has got enormous support from the Irish press, from the Irish boxing public. They've really got behind this fight. They would really love to see him do well because, as I said, he's open about the problems that he's had. And he really does see this as a possible redemption for him. At 12-0, he knows that he may not get another opportunity like this. Donovan boxing out of the southpaw stance in the white, Barrett orthodox in the red. Matt mentioned that 1 defeat of Zelfa Barrett's. When you've got just 1 defeat on your record, we're always going to pick it out. It probably drives fighters wild, but it was against Ronnie Clark, who's a very tough, capable fighter, an avoided fighter. And even though a defeat, it was the kind of fight that he would have learned so much from. He went the distance. He was put down heavily by a vicious uppercut midway through. Plenty of fighters could have sat that one out, to be honest, but he didn't. And he would have grown from it, certainly. Came back with a really good win against Leon Woodstock in the middle of last year to win the Commonwealth title, and then defended it against Jordan McCorry. Donovan, as we know, hasn't really been tested as a pro. As an amateur, he boxed at World Championships, a medal at European Championships. The only thing missing was an Olympic Games. Katie Taylor will have a close eye on this, by the way, because Donovan was one of her sparring partners in the build-up to London 2012. How are you seeing the early stages here, Matt?
Cagey opener from both men, Andy, but I think Barrett's landed a couple of good counter right hands down the middle. Donovan trying to establish the jab. But again, I think the counter punching from Barrett has been good so far. Good left hands there from Donovan.
Looping with the left hand, Donovan, then the jab off the back of it. The jab was a good shot, nice and crisp and straight.
Nice head movement there from Barrett.
1-2 down the middle there from Donovan. Barrett was taking the feet back, so he didn't land with any real bite. Just about got to the target.
Yeah, a good body shot from Donovan just after that.
Just falling in a bit behind that backhand there, Donovan. Again, he was looping it in from wide. The weight just came forward a touch, and Barrett was looking for the uppercut there as Donovan moved in again. He's got to be a bit careful there, Donovan, as he comes forward every now and again. He doesn't really take his feet with him, and the chin comes up a bit. Closing seconds of round 1. Interesting enough opener.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
This stay-at-home hero is buying a used car online from Kazoo. It comes safely delivered to his door, so he doesn't have to move a muscle.
Kazoo.
Can you buy a used car without leaving the sofa? Kazoo, yeah you can.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
That's the Donovan corner. Kenneth Egan on his knees there, Beijing Olympic silver medalist. That's Felix Katz looking to get loose backstage. And not too far away, Jason Wellborn with new trainer Richie Gent. Had a young son just before the start of lockdown, Jason Wellborn, Paddy. So even more for him to fight for. Into the second round, Barrett in the red, Donovan in the white. Started orthodox there, Donovan. Quickly turned back round to southpaw.
Yeah, very close opening round, both men cagey. Well, Barrett landed some good body shots. Donovan landed some good straight lefts down the middle. But I think both men still just trying to find that range. Again, good body shot from Donovan.
Donovan did boxing WSB as well, won that competition with the Astana Arlans in an absolutely mesmeric final against an Ukraine Ottomans team that contained Lomachenko, Usyk and Vodstik. Right hand there from Barrett had some weight on it as it thudded into the midriff of Donovan. Just got caught with the jab of Barrett there, Donovan, as he threw his own jab, but then stepped right into a straight left down the middle, Donovan, and landed it.
Yeah, both lads very sharp here, so neither one wants to leave his hands out too much. He's got to be pulled that hand back as quick as it goes out. Both looking to counter punch.
Well, there's the Twitter poll. Barrett leading. That's a consensus. For those of you following this one on social media, watching on at home.
It's a good sharp counter punch from Donovan. You can see Barrett thinking there. I think he's trying to lure Donovan in. He's trying to land that looping right hand as he comes.
Good jab from Barrett, then thought about the right hand, either to the body or the head. Didn't throw it. Good movement though from Donovan. He's keeping that head moving. Good right to the body there from Barrett, but Donovan answers straight back with the left hand. It's a good fight, this. It's a good technical fight.
Both lads very, very sharp here.
Good left hand there from Donovan. Squares up a bit as he throws that, but he landed it.
Yeah, his chin comes up a little bit. He's got to be careful of that.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
Every Mazda is now available with 0% APR for up to 42 months with nothing to repay for 3 months. Drive together.
Your favourite restaurants are back on Deliveroo. Deliveroo, here to deliver.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
So coming up in the main event, one half of it, Felix Cash, who is always in absolutely astonishing shape. I was listening to an interview with Darren Barker this week, who's been doing some work with Felix Cash, the former IBF middleweight champion, and he said if Felix Cash comes into the room and takes his top off, if you've got your top off, you put it back on. Maybe not Macklin, he's in sensational shape, but I definitely would. So into the third round here, and it's been a good, absorbing contest this so far. These two just trying to draw leads from each other. A lot of feinting going on. They're not too far away from each other at any stage. Good lead, right hand there from Donovan, then just ditches in the backhand as well. And those two rounds we've seen so far have been pretty tight.
Yeah, very tight. I think Donovan's been sharp. I think Barrett's been sharp too. You can see this is a type of fight where there's not loads of punches being thrown or landed yet. The batteries are draining off both men. It's the brain power, the concentration factor. Good right hand there from Barrett. You know, both guys super switched on here.
That was a good combination from Barrett. Left hand landed just before that, then he followed it by the right. Donovan looking for that left hand to the body.
Yeah, I think Donovan just being a little bit busier. The left hands to the body are good. But, you know, Barrett's jab is good as well.
He's got the reach on him, Barrett. He's got the size on him overall, really. He stepped up from featherweight to super featherweight to take this one, Donovan. It's not too much of a leap, of course.
And there's a little nick under the right eye of Donovan, or maybe just a bit of bruising. Going to be one criticism of Donovan. He's a little bit upright when he punches. His chin comes up in the air a little bit, and got to be careful. Barrett's very, very sharp with the counters.
Haven't really seen that left hook, that left hand to the body yet from Barrett. It's a favoured shot of his. He's got good balance as you see him just circling Donovan in the centre of the ring there. Donovan, though, not giving anything away. Barrett's looking for a way in. Donovan's not just going to present one. The left hand just about got there from Donovan.
Yeah, he's landed a few good body shots in this round, that straight left.
Good solid right hand there from Barrett. Donovan, though, took it well. He kind of rushes you a little bit, Donovan, doesn't he? When he throws that 1-2 at times, he throws that left hand, moves right in behind it onto the shoulder, and Barrett, I think, is finding it a little bit unorthodox, difficult to time. Right to the body there from Barrett.
Yeah, that was a good body shot from Barrett, really looped underneath.
Good combination there, though, from Donovan. Backing his man up to the neutral corner. Barrett was trying to get hold there, but Donovan wasn't having it. Barrett, though, comes back with a good left hand to the body and the right.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
Welcome to the Circuit de Catalunya here in Spain. Lewis Hamilton arrives in Barcelona with a 30-point lead in the Drivers' Championship once more. But this time, his closest rival is Max Verstappen, after his win last time out at Silverstone.
Verstappen gives Red Bull the win! They're first here at Silverstone.